What is up, everybody? It's your boy Church Price, and I'm here to do a thing and that thing is to vent about my anger with what just happened to me on this vacation. Because what is a YouTube channel for if not to yell at things that you get angry about and have other people listen to it? It's I can do what the fuck I want, and I have a lot to be angry about because I'm a threat. Apparently, when I get upset, I'm a threat. Okay, when people get sad and they get upset, they're a threat. Okay, I'll explain it later. But I think before I explain that, a little bit of backstory is required. Why am I drinking a giant bottle of look at the size of my head, a giant bottle of fucking Corona? Because I wanted a theme for the video, and I also want to pass out of this, and this does both. Okay, and this is what I came on this vacation to do. I came here to drink and make videos. So I'm doing both. So a little bit of backstory. For Christmas, my mother decided to get all of me and my brothers. There are four, five of them. There's so many of them. She just had to get us an experience, is what she called it. She paid for all of us to do one big thing, one big monetary thing. Pay a lot of money for it. We went out and we just experienced it and we had fun. One of my brothers went skydiving. One of my brothers did like animate something. I don't fucking know. All I know is I didn't want a gift. Okay, I kept telling my mom, like I tell all my friends, don't buy me anything. I don't fucking want it. And if you're not gonna buy me anything, do it for me. Don't buy me anything for me because if you buy me something, then I feel obligated to return the favor, and I don't want to do that. Okay, I don't want to have that feeling. I want us to be at an equal playing field where we don't get each other anything. But eventually, I caved because she kept pestering me, and I kept telling her, "No, mom, don't spend your money on me. I don't want it. I don't deserve it. Whatever." And I caved. I said, "Fine. You know what?" I gave her a joke. I didn't think she'd go. She followed through. Send me to a hotel for a couple days not in Maryland, where I can just go sit there, get drunk, make a video, and then do whatever and have fun. And she's like, you know what? Fine, I will. A couple weeks later, she comes up. She's like, I got you a thing. It's in Lancaster, it's in PA. It's in like 4 months. She bought it for me during December. Or she bought it for way before December. It was like in early September of 2023 or whatever. So it's been a long time coming. It's been like very long where this trip has been. This trip was planned out for a very long time. So I drive an hour to get up here. And I'm all happy, I'm all dandy, and I'm like, okay, it's already paid. She told me it's already paid for. So I go in there, give them the name, give them the confirmation number, and whatever. And we were fine and we're dandy and we're ready to go. So I'm driving up and I'm all happy and I'm all like, I'm giggity, I'm smoking some weed, I'm listening to music, I'm bumping, I'm making a story about the gas stations I stop in and reviewing lemonade and everything. And I'm so happy. There's nothing that can ruin this day at all. And then I get to the fucking hotel. I park my car. I get my bag out. And I'm so ready. I get the thing out. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to walk up there. I'm going to tell them my name, tell them my mom's name, give them the paper, and everything's going to be fine and dandy. So I walk up there. Lancaster Country Inn, I think is what it's called. Yeah, and I'm doxing them because fuck them. This pisses me off. They've made me so angry. They've absolutely infuriated me. But luckily, a man named Bryan fixed it. A man named Bryan has fixed it. So I get to this fucking inn, right? And I walk in. I'm all happy and then I go to the counter like, hey, my name is Colin. We gotta check in, had the paper, blah blah. And they tell me you can't check in unless the person who booked the thing is here. You can't do it. They need your ID and need it there. And frankly, I understand this part. Like up to here, I understand. But up to the final part, I was completely calm. I was completely working with them. I was getting upset. I was getting fidgety. I was moving around, but I'm spoiling things. But I was working fine with them. I wasn't angry with them. I wasn't like doing anything rude. I wasn't screaming or yelling. I was very composed, and I was just upset and I was tired because I haven't slept all day. I had sushi yesterday. Then I woke up. I couldn't sleep, so I stayed awake. So I was like 3 hours of sleep. Then I had to drive up here and do this shit. And then I dealt with this bullshit. Okay, and I didn't eat anything either. I was gonna come up here and go to the restaurant next to the inn. There's a restaurant right next. My whole plan. I literally planned everything out before I got up here. My whole plan was set. I had everything ready until this dumb bullshit happened. I make my way into the inn. I talk to the ladies. I'm doing whatever, and then like I said, they tell me that I can't do the thing because my mom's not there. So then I call my mom. I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry, they won't let me fucking check in the hotel, and I'm kind of exasperated, and I'm a bit angry at the time, but I get over. It. I'm like, okay, it's their rules, it's whatever. So then the only way, no, you know what? I will explain everything that happened. So then the first option that we get is maybe they can do the credit card over the phone, or maybe I could just call them on video, call my mom on video, have her with her ID, like show her face next to her ID, and then boom, bada bomb, bada boom, that works, right? Maybe. And I thought that would be fine. But no, she's like, no, we have a really strict thing here. They just need to be here. So then my mom had another plan. I will just fucking drive an hour what I'm doing, drop what I'm doing, because she has 5 kids and she works and whatever, so she can't just really do this. But she's like, I'm not busy right now, but I can't stay. I'll drop what I'm doing and I'll come up there, show them my ID, do whatever, and then pay for the room. That works, right? No, apparently it doesn't fucking work either, because the person that's staying there at the room needs to stay at the room. Now, technically, we could have done this, but the lady was like really trying to get me not to do it, because she said it wasn't a safe option. Because apparently, what happens is if my mom were to drive up there, she were to show them the ID, and then she were to leave, but I stayed. If the key card stopped working and my stuff was in the room and I couldn't get back into the room, they wouldn't give me another key. They would refuse to give me a key, and they would just lock me out and I guess keep my shit. I even asked her, I was like, if my stuff is in there and I get locked out, can I go get it still? Like, no, the person has to come back and get it. So what do you do with my shit? Just keep it? You're not keeping my stuff, my cool sweatshirts and my laptop, you fucking narc. What do you just want all my files and all the secrets I got hidden in the hidden compartments of my sweatshirts. Get out of my goddamn face. It was so stupid that that wouldn't have worked, but that was that's not an option for me. The second option seemed perfect. So then my mom was like, I'll just drive up there. We'll do whatever. And then we were gonna pay with a credit card over the phone. She was gonna cancel the third party. A lot of the issues started with like she went through a third party, so the third party didn't have like the actual rules listed, so we weren't really of knowledge. So a part of it is my mom's fault. I'm not gonna lie, and everything. But what happens next isn't like what happens next is them being, I think, horrible human beings. I can see where they're coming from with what was happening, maybe from stuff they experienced in the past. But what happens next is them being horrible human beings. While this whole thing is happening, I am outside on the phone with my mom. I'm talking to her. I'm trying to get on the phone because she's upset too because she planned this all out and it's ruined it. And we're both upset because we weren't upset we couldn't get in the hotel. We were, but only because I wanted to do it. Like I wanted the whole point of me coming up here was to relax, have a good time, explore this really cool stuff. And the inn is like a staple of this place. It's not like the other hotels. They have like a really big breakfast thing. It's like an Amish Rand thing, I think. It's right next to a restaurant. So like I said, my whole original plan was to go there, put my stuff in, go to the restaurant, go back and sleep. But then I couldn't fucking do any of it, and it's all busted, and we have to fucking do all this bullshit, and I'm already up here. I gotta drive an hour back to do anything. So and they weren't helping me at all. They were like acting like they were like, yeah, we're sorry, like, but with the whole plan, like, yeah, we're sorry, we can't do anything about it. It's just like whatever, like you just need a refund. So yeah, a lot of this has to do with the third party bullshit. The lady comes outside while I'm on the phone with my mom, and she says, "We're sorry, but we don't think it's safe for you to stay here. We heard your mom yelling over the phone. Keep in mind, she was yelling at her children, which she has to take care of. It had nothing to do with them, or she was talking to me. Nothing to do with them. We were just trying to figure out the situation because, this both baffled us why this whole thing was planned, and maybe we should have checked it out more. But they weren't helping us. They weren't really trying to give us any option to move on. It's like they already decided they didn't want me to stay there when I fucking walked in the door something. I don't fucking get it. We're trying to do all this bullshit. So she, yeah, of course, we're a little exasperated. She's like, we just don't want her to come up here because we're afraid for our staff. They're gonna yell and scream. And I was like, okay, I get it. No, I understand. I was like, ma'am, she's yelling at me. She's not gonna yell at them. I promise. She's like, yeah, I'm sorry. She's like really trying to kick me out the fucking. She literally kicked me out of the hotel. I haven't even been able to fucking stay at yet because they won't let me fucking go there. My mom was right. This is horrible customer service. This customer service was absolutely trash. She says, "Fucking, what are you doing?" I'm clearly upset. And the thing is, at this point, I had gone in several times. I was fidgeting around. I was exasperated. I was shaking a bunch. I was talking shakily. Like I was acting sheepishly, and I was nervous and everything. Well, then my mom calls the police, as mothers do when they hear that their children are upset or whatever. Because I told her, I was kind of getting mad at her because they had me believing that her yelling over the phone. And I was like, why'd you have to yell? I told her to calm down. And she was kind of getting angry, but she was still calm. She would have came up there calmly and paid for the thing and left if they would have let us fucking do that or whatever. But no, they didn't do it. Like our last option was she was going to come up, get the refund. She had to pay $125 on the third party app for the refund anyway. And it was $300 room, so she was basically only making half her money back regardless. So she was losing out anyway. So it was like an expensive trip. It was a planned trip, and then all this bullshit happened. So yeah, I was upset. I was fucking moving around. I was fidgeting. I was, it was an upsetting fucking moment. It was fucking stupid, and these people weren't helping me, and they were treating me like I was some sort of fucking goblin man, like I was some sort of fucking alien they'd never seen before, they didn't know how to take care of, and that my fucking sobs were apparently threats. Okay, yeah, let's get to that part. So then she calls them. And I'm like, oh, Bumpkiss, this is gonna go fucking horrible. Then she calls me and she says something, and this is when it fucking hit me. I'm not even angry. I'm just like legitimately upset. Like it's so upsetting that another human being can look at what I was doing and think this way. The woman on the phone to my mom, like, yeah, it was the yelling, but your son was also shaking a lot, fidgeting. He kind of scared us, so we were kind of scared. So we started with safe that daddy left because we felt threatened. Threat, bitch, fuck you. See, that's a threat. I wanted you to. Fuck you. You're an asshole. You're a stupid idiot. That's a threat. Maybe that could be counted as a threat. That could be whatever. And apparently she was gonna call the cops on me, whatever. No, I was not threatening her. And I guess this is all hearsay. I have no backing. I have no evidence to prove this. I was not fucking threatening her. This dumb fucking whore. Okay. And I'm sorry. I'm using language, but I'm gonna use this fucking language. This pissed me off. I don't like my character being caught in the question. I would never threaten someone over an issue that I literally told her, I was like, no, trust me, I understand. I get it. I just want to fix this. I'm just really excited for that. She came out, after she came out, she said she was sorry. I literally started crying. I was like, I'm sorry. Because I really wanted to stay at the hotel. The hotel looked nice, and I wanted to make a video of the hotel, do a thing. I was going to shout them out and do whatever, and then make a whole thing and make it look real nice. And I was like, I loved it, and I was really looking forward to it. She comes out, she's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, man, you gotta be kidding me. Like, man, I'll pay for the room. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I promise you, she won't do whatever. I promise you, mom will come and she'll be safe. She'll be calm. She'll be collected. And she's like, no, I'm sorry, we just don't get savings or whatever. And I'm like starting to cry. I'm picking my bag. I'm like, man, I was really fucking looking forward to this. All this bullshit. It was a Christmas present. It was all this, which I already told them before. They knew with the Christmas present shit. I didn't need to tell them. Like, you don't need to tell strangers your stuff. I know that, but I just thought I'd mention it because maybe it might give me some sympathy, whatever. These people were not sympathetic at all. But I was not fucking threatening you. I was clearly upset. I was as visibly upset as anyone could be. I was more visibly upset than the fucking scene in the Notebook where they're screaming at each other. Okay, it's fucking insane. I was more upset than Leonardo DiCaprio fucking drowning at the end of Titanic when the woman. I was more upset than that. Okay, there was no fucking shot. You looked at it as threatening. What I think happened is you just didn't want to fucking deal with me anymore because you couldn't help me and you saw that I was getting like whatever. You didn't like me being upset, so you were just like, oh, I think you should fuck you. Like I said, you're an asshole. I was not threatening you. I was completely calm the entire time, working with you, telling this fucking person that it's okay, that I'm sorry I'm doing this. Like it was just a long trip. I was just really looking forward to it, and all my plans got fucked up. I was just calmly explaining this to these people. I'm not calm now, obviously. I mean, but frankly, I don't have to be fucking calm now. I'm at a Days Inn run by one of the chillest motherfuckers on the fucking planet. His name is Brian. He's super cool. He makes Batman music. He makes fucking music in general. He beefed with Kendrick Lamar. He made a song for Queen Latifah. It was fucking. He's the greatest guy ever. So I'm gonna get to that in a minute too. Yeah, so she says that I'm fucking threatening him. So then I'm in the parking lot because I thought this was gonna be fixed. So I'm sitting there in the parking lot and I'm like waiting and I'm like I wanted to go back in there and just be like, hey, I'm just gonna pay for one day, pay the $169, even though it's limit broke. I just want to stay in the hotel. I just want to relax. I just want to fucking sleep. I was so fucking tired. I just wanted to sleep. I was exasperated. And then I was told that I was threatening people by being upset. So my character was called into question. That made me more upset. So I was just like sitting there in the park and I'm like, what the fuck? Did I fucking go home? Like, this is even worth it? I didn't want to do my vacation anymore. I was so down. I was so fucking in my slump that I wanted to fucking leave. I was so out of it. So again, shout out to Brian for fixing literally everything. He made everything so much better. Now I want to stay up here for extra days. If I ever come back to Lancaster, I'm coming to the Days Inn. Fuck that whole country inn. They should make this the country inn. This motherfucker is dope. The hospitality he showed me when I entered the door was like so like 10 times more than the two bitches behind the counter. I walked in there, they didn't even know they wanted to talk to me. I walked in here, Brian starts telling me about his music right away. Like the difference between personalities, man. I'm sitting there in the fucking parking lot. I'm just like, dude, whatever. My mom calls me back, and she's like, yeah, I told him over the phone. She's like, yeah, you were dirty. And then I was like, I gave up, man. I was fucked. I was done. I was like, why? Why would you say that? Like, for what fucking reason, man? It's so upsetting to me that a human being can see another person who's literally stressed out fucking freaking out, tweaking. And I guess, yeah, like I said, I can see their point of view. My dad pointed out when I called him about it. He said that, maybe in the past they've seen people who do that. Yeah, obviously. But my point is, I was clearly upset. Like, clearly I was upset. I didn't threaten her at all. I never said anything threatening. I really was trying to work with him. It was really just questions about if I can do this, can I do this with this, or can she come up and do this, or whatever. It was just questions. I was literally just asking them questions. I was just acting like this. I was like shaking my hands, I was vibrating, I was whatever. I'm sorry, I have fucking ADHD and I get fucking nervous and I'm paranoid. I don't know. What do you want me to fucking do, man? Like, you just ruined my entire fucking trip when I get up there. And you know that because I've already explained to you that. And you know what you're doing. And then you blame me for acting that way. And it's fucking bizarre. But yeah, you see, now we get to the end of the story where we get a very, very happy, very amazing ending. Okay. So my mom starts calling around, and I just start driving around. I'm driving around all solemn, like listening to music, and I'm just like, damn, man, I'm really a threat now, man. Like I'm really just a menace to society. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, yeah, if these fucking people at this hotel think I'm threatening when I'm sad, how the fuck am I supposed to like get a wife and tell her that, hey, I'm upset? She's gonna think I'm trying to fucking beat her, you know? I'm gonna be like, honey, just kind of sad that you keep like sucking my toes in the middle of the night. She's like, OJ Simpson. No, but it's not me, bro. That's not what I do. I've never once tried to be such an antagonistic person. I actually hate violence. It's something I'm very fucking against. I hate my characters call me the question. It pisses me the fuck off, man. I was so nice to this woman, too. I was so fucking nice to her. Like, I was doing everything I possibly could to try to be calm, try to sit there, and try not to be fucking paranoid, and it blew up in my fucking face. And now she's got me over here thinking that I did fucking something wrong. But their customer service is shit. Right, but yeah, now we get to the fucking happy end of this. So my mom starts calling around, and she gets to this day's end, which like I said, for the they say God works in mysterious ways, and this is what I'm going to repeat in my vlog if you're going to watch that too. They say like he works in mysterious ways, and this is the most mysterious way he's ever worked. Getting kicked out of the hotel. I know this is going to sound weird after just ranting about it for like 20 minutes. Getting kicked out of the hotel is one of the fucking greatest things that has ever happened to me. This vacation peaked once I got kicked out of that hotel because my mom starts calling around and she gets me a thing at this Days Inn. And I'm thinking, Days Inn, there's many of them. It's not a unique. The main reason I wanted to go to the country hotel thing is because it was unique. It looked different. It looked weird. It looked like a place you'd only find in Lancaster because it was called Lancaster Country Hotel or whatever it was. I don't even give a fuck. So I wasn't thinking much of it. I wasn't thinking that I was gonna have a good time. Well, I think I was gonna have a good time. I was like, "It's another hotel. Okay, fine. I got one. I can still stay up here. I'm just gonna go out and like, do the shit I wanted to do." And everything. So I was still gonna have a good time, but I didn't think how great of a time I was gonna have. I walk into this fucking hotel, fucking room, dude, and the fucking like I said, this is a story that's also gonna be repeated later on in the vlog. I'm probably gonna like wrap it up. I'm probably tell about it more. I fucking come into this hotel. There's this dude walking around the parking lot. I thought it was a janitor or something. My mom had already called the dude. It's a real kicker, right? You know all that bullshit I had to do with the thing. My mom called me. She said, "I got your hotel. Just go there, meet the dude, talk to him, call me on the phone. We'll set it up." Then she calls me back like 10 minutes later. She's like, "I called the place. Dude's name is Brian. He's really chill. He's super cool. I gave him my credit card. Your room's already paid for." Are you fucking kidding me? You got a fucking country inn and you run this bitch forever and you can't do shit? This motherfucker got a Days Inn and he does this shit right away over the phone, snapping the motherfucking finger in 10 minutes. You know how fast the switch was? It took like my mom weeks to set up that hotel at the Lancaster Inn thing. It took her 10 minutes to get me this room. Are you fucking kidding me? And that's not a diss at Brian at all. That's like up to Brian. It's a diss to them. What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? I walk in here and I'm like, oh, he opens the door for me, tells me to my license plate, which is really good, $4. He opens the door for me, like, are you Brian? My mom should just called you. He's like, oh yeah, I'm Brian, and then we start talking. He starts telling me all about his music he makes. I tell him my content creation. Brian, if you're watching, thank you so fucking much. You were really a godsend, man. I'm not even kidding. It was more than just talking to you. You helped my entire mood. You saved my entire fucking mood this vacation. You really did it. I have been boosted because of you. Like you as a person, I've only known you for like literally like maybe an hour. You're amazing. You're one of the coolest people I've ever fucking met. You're a baller. I fucking love you, dude. If I ever come back to Lancaster, which I honestly probably might now, just to come back to this fucking hotel, you are so dope. But yeah, I fucking meet this dude because he starts talking about all this shit, riffing about it. I asked him for a restaurant recommendation. He gives me restaurant recommendations and shit. And now I'm chilling in his hotel, getting drunk, whatever. He's let me do it. Well, he's not letting me do it. Really. There are rules, obviously. Follow. I'm gonna follow the fucking rules. Especially now that I know that he's cool, and now that I know that everything's chill, and like this is like the coolest fucking hotel in Lancaster. Yeah, I'm gonna be chill as shit. The dude is dope. Brian has saved his entire vacation. If it literally wasn't for him, I honestly wouldn't be sitting in this hotel. If he wouldn't run this show, I would have just been sitting here paranoid for a little bit. Like, I was gonna go to sleep. Tomorrow. And tomorrow my mood would have been down, so I probably would have done anything entertaining. But because of Brian and because of everything he did and all the shit that he helped me out with, I honestly I think it gets like I think I'm gonna have like a great ass time now purely because of this. Like I really do think if it wasn't for him, like I kind of would this trip would have fucking uh, this trip would have been a bummer. It's not a bummer no more. It's really fucking good. I'm actually really enjoying it. Yeah, I didn't finish my beer in the time that I wanted to, but well, thank you for watching. If you did, thank you for listening to me rant about Lancaster County Inn for a minute. If you're ever going to go there, don't. If you're ever going to go to Lancaster, go to the Days Inn. Meet a guy named Brian. Black dude behind the counter. He's one of the coolest motherfuckers you will ever meet in your life. I promise you. He's really dope. He's open to talk about things. He's a good conversator. He's very humble. He's honestly just all around a cool person. And I think he's helped make this vacation amazing, very great. I'm so fucking thankful for him. Um, I know you're watching this, Brian. Like, did he move that chair from the corner of the room? Yes, I did, but I will move it back. I promise. um, like I said, thank you for watching. It did. I'm sorry if the audio was shit. I'm trying some new stuff here. Like I said, this is vacation for videos. I've already made one. Hopefully, this is getting uploaded right now. There's free Wi-Fi, so hopefully it's good enough to upload a YouTube video. I'm about to say my outro for the eighth time, I think. So thank you for watching. It did. Like I said, if you ever go to Lancaster, go to Days Inn, and I will see you in a later date.